So this here is a 16-pound monitor, and goes down easy, comes up, a little bit of effort, but you know, rotates easy, one way, the other way. The tilt goes down easy, but coming up requires some effort. I need two hands, but you kind of get the picture. And this is what it looks like from the back. You have these little detachable knobs, which makes the monitor installation much easier. It's very nice quality. The structure of everything, the finishing is really nice. Just be careful with these little screws. I stripped this guy a little bit because I was screwing it in at a tricky angle. I've only attached this monitor since it came with the VESA plate. This is the Studio, the Apple Studio, and it's this weird thing where if you get it with the mount, it doesn't have the VESA plate. And in order to get the VESA plate, I need to go into the Apple store. So, but as you can see, even though it looks really nice, it's a really nice mount. So it looks really good on its own, but the finishing on this is excellent. And so overall, this, in my opinion, would be the dual mount setup on the Apple would be much nicer than a single arm and that mount. So overall, looking online, this is my first ever mount, but I mean, this is my first ever monitor arm mount, but it's the nicest one I've ever seen in person, to be honest. And at at the time of writing or at the time of recording, it's $99, which you get. It's very good value for money because the installation is easy with the knobs. It's removable. Sorry, that's locked. You turn this, you pull it out, unlocked. It's very easy, very convenient. This is you pull it up, you put the cables in, and then you lock it back into place. And the same with this guy over here. You pull it up front, put the cables in, lock it back into place. It feels like a very premium experience. So, highly recommend it. I think at $100, it's very good value for money.
We're going to do a quick overview of the Pixio PS1S single monitor arm. This is the wave blue color. I think it looks kind of like a pastel or a baby blue. I have it connected to this 24-inch IPS monitor. It's not the heaviest, but it definitely has some heft to it, and the stand does a pretty good job of making everything secure. I'm using it with a clamp mount on a standing desk, and overall it was really easy to put together and use. The only part that gives me pause is this neck portion here. So by default it was really loose, so when you put the monitor on it sags forwards. I have it tightened up now, and they have a quick release mechanism here. So the only part that gives me pause is when you're trying to do tilt adjustment, there's a lot of slop in this mechanism. I don't think it's not secure. It does definitely hold it well, but just remember that if you're doing tilt adjustment, you might have to do it a few times to get it in the position that you want. But side to side and vertical adjustment in general has been great. I also like how they've given us a couple of limit screws here on this mount part. So something a lot of people with monitor arms, at least first-time users, might not account for is it's possible to go beyond 90 degrees here, right? So if you have your desk against a wall, you might bump into that. And if you don't want to accidentally have the monitor arm hitting against the wall or maybe putting a hole through it or something, they give you a limit screw that you can set. So I have it disabled so I can actually have the monitor come out way farther beyond the edge of the desk.
This is the Pixio monitor stand. So you can see here, got my monitor attached and it's clamped down back here, nice and secure. It was real easy to put together. It seems like it's really a good quality arm. And I'll just swing this out a little bit so you can see the back of it here. So there's the arm here, and attached to my monitor with no problem. And then I could, raise it up and down. I could spin the monitor to a vertical position if I wanted. Move it around this way, drop it back down right to the desk level. So it has full movement and it feels very fluid, very secure. No problem putting it together. All the parts and pieces went together fine. It does come with a couple of hex wrenches and a little screwdriver end. All the screws, all the attachments that you need, real simple instructions as well. So everything was really good kit, no problem with it. So if you're looking for a nice stand for your monitor to kind of take it off the desk and be able to move it around, this is really nice. And they do come in several different colors, so you don't have to get just black. If you like other colors, you could get that too.
If you want your screen to be like that, definitely buy this one. Not recommended.